Mom, Dad?
Oh.
Excuse me, what's the meaning of this?
Ethan, I can't believe you saw that.
Talk about role reversal. I feel like a teenager again.
Yeah, well, just don't let it happen again, okay?
Please don't listen to him. He loves seeing you two happy.
Yeah. Well, I'm a sucker for a happy couple, you know, especially when it's my own parents.
Yeah.
Why did you have to die, Mom? Nothing's been the same ever since. Aunt Grace ran off with her first husband. Kay hates me. I've lost Miguel, the love of my life. I have never needed you more than I do right now.
How creepy is that? When her eyes changed color, they looked just like my mom.
She's her twin sister. Well, not exactly the dear departed Faith. Rather a perfectly formed body double. Maybe we should call her Faithless. So now who's mocking my dark side prowess? I conjured her up all by myself. With a little help from my darling Endora, of course. Welcome, Faithless. You know what you're here to do, so get cracking.
Ooh, what is she gonna do?
She's going to eliminate the biggest problem in your life. It's time for Charity to die.
Nobody tries to steal my wife and gets away with it. Not even my brother.
Where the hell do you think you're going?
That would be none of your business, so why don't you get off the boat?
Not if you're charging off half-cocked after Louise.
I'm going to find my wife, Hank. But if I find out that Louise has taken her against her will, well, enough said.
I'm going with you. Don't want to see anyone get hurt.
You know what, Hank? It's too late for that. Because if I find out that Luis is with my wife, he's a dead man.
How much stuff did you bring? How long are you gonna keep me here?
Well, I figure as long as it takes. As long as it takes for you to remember your feelings for me.
You know, you really have lost your mind. You don't force someone into loving you by kidnapping them from their home. All right, I was about to leave Harmony with Antonio.
So you left me no choice. Oh, come on, you. No, I never hurt you.
I don't know what I know about you anymore. But I can tell you this, loving you is the farthest thing from my mind right now.
Well, that's okay. I figure we get all the time in the world.
Maybe you do, but I don't. I want to go back home to my husband, Antonio.
Yeah, you know what? We'll see how you feel about that after you spend a little quality time with me.
This is outrageous. You have no right to keep me here.
Sheridan, would you just relax, okay? I'll take you back to Harmony as soon as you get your memory back and you tell me you love me. Now we can go back. Together.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Luis, I'm very flattered by all the time you're taking to do this, but it's not going to work. All right? Antonio's not just gonna sit around twiddling his thumbs while I'm missing. In fact, he's probably out there looking for us right now.
I'm not gonna lose sleep over it.
You might not, but I will. Because when he finds you, he will kill you.
Oh, I thought you didn't care. You know something, Sheridan? Antonio can come after me all he likes, okay? Because I'm basically willing to risk anything to make sure that we get back together.
You are incredibly selfish. You know that?
No, actually, I'm just a man in love. And I love you more than anything in this world, and, well, I'm just, as sure as you are glaring at me right now that you love me just as deeply.
Arrogant, too.
Right, and stubborn, you forgot that. Well, I get that from my Latin mother and my Irish father, but, oh, come on, Sheridan. Ackland all but admitted, well, actually, he did admit that if we spent time together, your feelings for me would come back. So basically, all I'm doing is, I'm just following your doctor's advice, okay?
You are impossible. How I ever got involved with you in the first place, I will never know.
You hungry?
I'm glad you both could join us for dinner.
Well, so are we. Actually, we are celebrating a little something ourselves tonight.
Oh, yeah. A real little something. Gwen and I gonna be parents in a few months.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Then everything went well with the surrogate.
Well, not exactly. As usual, Teresa derailed our plans.
What did she do this time?
Well, for starters, she had herself implanted with one of our embryos instead of the real surrogate.
But once we found out, we tried again with the surrogate.
And, she lost the baby. And Dr. Russell said my eggs aren't viable, so the surrogate was our last chance to have a biological child.
Except for Teresa, who is pregnant.
Oh, that scheming little bit.
That is conniving, I admit.
That woman would do anything to cause chaos in everyone else's life.
Except in this case, something good's coming out of her outrageous behavior. Ethan and Gwen are going to have their own child. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mom and dad to be.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Are you okay?
How can I not be? When I am sitting across from the most beautiful woman in this world. And my dreams were snatched away from me over 25 years ago. God saw fit to bring you into my life. I am the luckiest man in the world.
The investigating officer was Detective Ronald Cook. Well, let's just hope Detective Cook would like to dig into a very old, very cold case.
I never said that I wanted Charity to die.
Don't go squeamish on me here, Kay. I'm trying to help you.
But if she's killed, it's gonna tear Miguel to pieces, okay? And the last thing he's gonna want to do is get close to me. And what about Timmy?
What about him?
Well, he loved her so much that he gave his life to save her. I mean, it's Timmy's heart that she's walking around here with. I can't believe you would even consider having her killed.
I didn't say I was going to enjoy this, Kay. And as far as Tim goes, he isn't here anymore. And he loved me too, you know. And as long as Charity is alive and Dora and I are at grave risk.
There's 100 other ways to go without betraying Timmy's memory or shattering Miguel's heart. I mean, let Sheridan meet a guy from like South America, okay? And she can move like far away with him and design some serapes or something. Or I know, turn her into a nun. I mean, she's always reminded me of one anyway, with all that virgin till I die crud. I mean, she would fit great into any convent.
No can do, dear. As you well know, I have certain powers, but they are useless when it comes to anyone or anything as achingly good as charity. The only influence I have is over pure, unadulterated evil. Evil personified.
Where is my darling daughter?
What happened, Mom? We were so happy back then. I thought it would get easier with time, not having you around, but it hasn't. I need you more than ever now, Mom.
Well, that's not bad.
Modest, too.
Yeah, you're not going to be complaining if it gets any colder, are you? All right. You sure you're not hungry?
For an orange? I don't think so.
No, actually, I was thinking something a little more substantial.
I'm starved. I haven't eaten since breakfast. What do you have?
Well, nothing yet. Wish me luck, or we're going to bed without dinner.
Oh, Luis. If Antonio finds you, you're gonna need more than luck.
Wait, shine the light this way.
You see something?
Yeah, over there. Go over there. It's what I think it is. Luis has made the last mistake he's ever gonna make.
Yes, is this Harmony PD? Yes, I'd like to speak with a Detective Ronald Cook. Oh, he's retired. Listen, do you have any way of getting in touch with him? I'm his cousin, and our aunt just died, and I'd really like to let him know. Oh, yes, an address would be fine. Thank you so much. Well, I think it's time to pay a little visit to Detective Cook. See how much he remembers about TC's terrible accident all those years ago.
Eve! TC!
Hi, Russell. Hi.
Oh, good. How are you?
We gotta get home.
What a shame. Got some family celebrating to do.
Oh, so you're feeling better about the baby then? You mean feeling better about the fact that Teresa's carrying it for us instead of the surrogate we chose? I know, it's a very difficult situation. Well, it is outrageous and unfair, but Ethan is right. It is either dwell on the negative or look forward and be grateful for the fact that in just a few months we're going to have a baby of our own. So I'm grateful, and I am not going to think about Teresa anymore.
There you go.
Well, that sounds like a plan. I'm sure you two will be wonderful parents.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Actually, could I talk to you for just a moment about the hospital fundraiser?
What do you want, Ivy?
How the hell did you let Teresa become pregnant with Gwen and Ethan's embryo?
I wasn't the doctor who performed the procedure. I didn't even hear about Teresa's duplicity until well after Gwen's embryo was implanted.
Unbelievable. How could something like that happen?
Well, I don't know. Maybe in the same way that you switched John and Grace's DNA so that everyone would think he was her biological child.
That was different. That was for a good cause, not some travesty of medical science.
No, Ivy, what you did was far worse. You broke up Sam and Grace's marriage so you could get your hooks back into Sam. And it appears that you've done it.
Stop scolding me, Eve. Grace is happy as a clam in Europe with David, and John thinks his mother and father have been reunited. You know? So I did everyone a favor with that DNA switch, especially you. You know, I could have spilled the beans about you and Julian and your illegitimate son. By the way, are you still playing hanky-panky with my ex?
If you breathe just a whisper of a word about me and Julian, I swear to God I will take you down with me.
You dare.
Try it.
Yeah, try some.
Not hungry anymore.
Oh, come on, liar. Mom. Well,
Use a little seasoning.
that's the girl I fell in love with. Harmony's answer to Emerald. What? Hey, you remember that time you made me those scrambled eggs?
Those eggs were completely
Mm-hmm. And I was kind enough to share my juicy steak with you. You know why? Because you tried so damn hard to impress me with your domestic skills.
I had a lot of nerve.
Just a woman in love. Trying to impress her man.
Luis, it's in the past, all right? Things change.
There's some things do and some things don't. Here, hold this a sec. Be right back. Let me show you something.
Don't do this, Antonio.
You know what, Hank? Nobody asked you to come. Sheridan! Sheridan, are you here?
You gotta calm down, man.
Sheridan! Just telling you, Hank, she better be okay. You hear me, Luis? If you so much as lay a finger on my wife, I'm gonna kill you.
Don't do it, Antonio. Your brother wouldn't hurt Sheridan.
Damn it, they're not here and there's no sign of them being aboard.
Where is Luis taking my wife?
I don't know. Doesn't look like this is the boat they were on.
Well, then what's it doing here, Hank? Wait a minute, I know. Luis probably planted this as a decoy boat thinking that I wouldn't follow him anymore. But you know what? He's wrong, because I'm going to hunt him down, and I'm going to make him pay for kidnapping my wife.
Your wallet? You think you're gonna pay me to remember that I love you?
Yeah. What's in here is more valuable than money.
I know what you're doing, Luis, and it's not gonna work.
And then what am I doing?
You're gonna try to remind me of how much we used to be in love.
It's actually more like how we used to hate each other. Remember that? When we first met?
Oh, yeah. I remember now.
See?
You used to think that I was this spoiled, rotten, bratty Harris.
Wow.
And I thought that you were this narrow-minded bully. It was either your way or the highway. Sort of like now.
You know what, though? You left out one of my most notable character traits. Persistence. But come on, after that boat exploded in Bermuda, I was the only one who thought you were still alive. Everyone else wanted to give up. It was me. I sensed you were still out there somewhere.
I remember thinking about you when I was on St. Lisa's. I couldn't even remember my name, but I remembered that I had a deep love. It's almost like I had this sense memory of being totally and completely happy.
Yeah. That's how it was between us.
Look, Luis, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
All right, then. Suit yourself. Something else I want to do over here anyway.
Whoa. Wait a minute, where are you going?
No. It's nothing you'd be interested in. You know, it's guy stuff. I won't be long.
Oh, wait, you cannot leave me here. Where are you going?
Well, swimming. Diving for buried treasure, if you must know.
Excuse me?
It's a story that I've heard all my life. There's a pirate from around here. And, well, a few hundred years ago, he was said to have commandeered this Spanish galleon. He tried to sail it up from Bermuda. This big nor'easter came in. Capsized the boat. There's said to be sunken treasure around here. So when I was a little kid, you know, we used to go snorkeling and look for parts of the wreckage. Never found any, though.
And this is what you want to do tonight?
Why not? Maybe you're my good luck charm. Now, who knows? Maybe tonight I will get lucky.
It's gonna be dangerous out there.
I thought you didn't care.
I don't.
Well, okay. Anyway, I'm not scared of sharks.
Sharks? You cannot go out there.
It was a joke. I was kidding. You wanna come?
No. I'd rather sit here and eat worms.
Right. Up to you.
Wait. Wait. I'm coming with you.
Put down that meat cleaver, will you? You are not going to chop Charity into little pieces.
Why not? I mean, you know, Tab could feed her to Fluffy for weeks, save us a fortune in cat food.
Ah, that's horrible. Is this the way she always thinks?
Oh, this is nothing.
Come on, you know, it's not like we're gonna get caught. The cops will think that it was one of those serial killers. You know, like that blonde shrink in Salem. Ooh, talk about a whack case.
Tabitha, tell her to stop. I don't want her to kill Charity. Just help me get rid of her.
You know, it's the same thing in my book, girlie.
Listen, Faithless. Kay may not be wrong on this. I think perhaps we should not be quite so fatal and work our way up to Charity's demise.
Come on, Tabitha, that's no fun.
Well, it could be if we put our heads together. I know. How about a good haunting? You could pretend to be the simpy girl's mother and just haunt Charity to go far, far away.
Well, I suppose. I mean, it could be amusing.
Yeah.
Mom, are you in here? Did you get out?
Mom. Oh, Mom. Oh, God.
I'm here, sweetheart.
Aunt Grace, I thought you were...
No, Aunt Grace is still in Europe. It's me. Your mother.
No, this is impossible.
No. Trust me, Charity. It's true. I heard you calling me, so I came. But I need you to do something for me.
Anything.
Okay. I need you to go to our old home.
But there's nothing there. It's burnt
Oh,
down.
you will understand when you get there. Now go.
You tell anyone about my past with Julian and you will regret it, Ivy. And that's a promise. I am never, ever going to forgive you for making me lie to my best friend. Never.
You're Omarosa from The Apprentice. I adored that show.
That's Omarosa Manigault, stalwart. And I'm glad you were entertained.
What are you doing here in Harmony?
I've been in discussions with Alistair Crane to head up his Washington division. I'm here to close that deal.
Well, let me give you some advice.
I'm perfectly capable of sealing this deal on my own without the advice of strangers. Thanks.
No, really. I think you want to hear me out. I'm Ivy Crane.
Oh, hi, Ivy.
And, not many people know this, but Alistair really wants to bring the Crane Industries benefit package up to par with the rest of corporate America. So you might suggest something like, free full-time daycare for all employees. I'm sure you're going to get a reaction out of him with that.
Thank you. I'll try it.
Oh, yeah. Alistair, he's a real sweetie. And he doesn't care how long you take for lunch, as long as you get the job done.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Best of luck. And Omarosa, you're fired.
What do you want?
Detective Cook?
He's retired. You got a police problem, take it to the Harmony PD.
No, you don't understand. This is about something that happened a long time ago. And on your watch, if you're Detective Ronald Cook.
I told you, young lady, I'm not in the business anymore.
Sir, I need your help. Or at least a friend of mine does. And you're my only hope.
All right, make it quick. I haven't got all day.
I'm Liz. And my friend's name is T.C. Russell. And you were the lead detective on a case that he was involved in over 25 years ago. He was injured in a hit-and-run accident.
I have a lot of those.
Yes, I know, but, well, I'm hoping that you can remember T.C. He was such a young man at the time. Very promising tennis career ahead of him. In fact, he was scheduled to play a big tournament the next day. This accident completely destroyed his career.
What do you expect me to do about it?
I don't expect you to do anything, Detective. I'm just hoping that you can help me do something.
No, I don't see what that could be. Like you said, I spent months trying to close the case. Never got anywhere. There's only one explanation for that. Someone did a lot of work trying to cover up all the evidence. The way I remember it, when we got to the scene, there wasn't a fingerprint anywhere. And unfortunately, as far as your friend, Mr. Russell, is concerned, he was out like a light. Couldn't even swear to whether it was a man or a woman driving the car.
Still, wouldn't it be great to solve this case? I mean, you'd be on every talk show in America, maybe even a book deal.
Never even thought about that.
And not only would it be great for you, it would mean so much to my friend. Do you think you still have your old notes?
Never threw out a one. Come in, you can help me look.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, you too.
Ivy.
Thanks, TC.
You too. Congratulations. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Something wrong, TC?
Seeing Ivy makes me think of Julian, and all of the bad memories just start flooding back in.
About the car crash?
We were so close to nailing that bastard at the Founders Day dance. Louise had the information that I needed, the evidence, to prove that Julian was the one who broadsided my car. Wait a minute. Maybe the evidence that Alistair had is not the evidence I need. Maybe I can get that evidence from some other place.
Funny, it was so long ago. I can't imagine what
No, sweetheart, I know where I can get the evidence. Come with me.
Honey, where are you taking me?
I always wanted to see what was in my shed.
You're gonna show me tonight?
I think it's time. I don't know why I haven't shown you until now. We have never kept secrets from each other. And I don't want to keep this secret from you. I want to share everything with you, Eve. Even if it does remind me of my darkest hour.
Oh, I don't think I've ever been to this spot before. Let's check it out.
Hey, I'm coming with you.
Couldn't have been a dream. It seemed too real. It was my mother. I'm coming, Mom. I'm coming to the old house.
Looks like it's worked. You are the perfect lure to get Charity to do whatever we want her to do.
Well, what about when Charity gets to where they used to live? I mean, the house isn't there since it burned down.
Well, Evil Faith will deal with all that. All we can hope for is that Charity will do what her mommy tells her to do.
So you kept notebooks on all your old cases?
Any cop worth his salt does the same thing.
And you let me look through it when you find it?
No can do. It's still official police business and you're a civilian.
But like you said, you're not on the force anymore. And you know, that hit-and-run driver wasn't ever brought to justice. And think of how people will look at you if you solve this case now.
What the hey? You could give my pension check a boost, too. But first I gotta find the damn thing. I kept a few files in here, too.
Oh my God.
This is the car that I was driving the night that I was injured in that hit and run. I know I should have jumped it a long time ago, but there was a part of me that reminded me of what happened that night when that bastard ran me off the road. Eve, I could have been somebody.
Oh, TC, you are somebody. You've done so much with your life since then.
What's that expression? Those who can do, those who can't coach. Eve, I wanted to be a player. I never want to be some guy standing on the sideline just throwing out calls.
I know, but...
I know that Julian was driving the car at night of my accident. He's the only person I know that's so much of a coward he wouldn't even stop to see if I was okay. He wouldn't accept responsibility, and one of these days, I'm going to get the proof that he did it. Hey, what is it? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Satisfied? Wasn't Luis's boat. Now can we go back to the dock?
No, I'm not going anywhere until I find my wife and my brother.
You honestly don't think Luis would hurt Sheridan?
I don't know what he'd do. He was crazy enough to take her against her will. Look, Hank, I'm not giving up on this one. I'm going to find Sheridan and I'm going to teach Luis a lesson he's never going to forget.
Charity. I'll zap you over to Castleton, then you can slice and dice her there.
Oh, God, I've hurt you. I've made you suffer.
Luis! What if something happened to him and I didn't see? What if he's still down there?